What's going on, everybody? Mike McIntyre here from All Things Sports, back with a brand new video. I'm super pumped that you're here today. Hope you're all doing well. So happy to see you here. Let's get into this cool video. Before we jump into this video, I want to talk to you guys about something I've been working on for a while. I had the idea of releasing t-shirts. So these big All Things Sports branded centerpieces that you see right here, I want to release these t-shirts if the demand is there. So I want you to head over to bonfire.com, check out the link down below in the description, and let me know what you guys think about these t-shirts. I have a couple designs in mind. You can get the tri-blend t-shirt, which is a nice fabric, very soft, and it's sort of stretchy a little bit more, or you can go traditional cotton. I have a couple of different ideas here. I want to know what you guys think. Are you interested in purchasing, supporting the channel? Anything that I would receive would go back into the channel, bringing you guys new reviews, new videos. I want to know if you're interested. If you are, please drop a comment down below, like the video, share, get this out there, because if the demand is there, I'm gonna drop these t-shirts. It's something I've been looking to do for a long time. I hope that you guys are here to support me, and let's get into this review. All right, guys, so shoe releases, they've been stalled. I mean, everything that's going on, shoe releases, boot releases, they've kind of been delayed. So what better than to do a couple of retro reviews for you guys today. So I'm starting off with one of my favorite boots. You've seen them before in my football boot collection video. Click the link right up here if you guys are interested in checking that out. But I'm going to start with the Adidas Predator Absolutes from 2006. Let's get into this review. So first off, you did get a string bag back in the day. That still continues to this day. You get the two boots. We're gonna pull these things out. And the cool thing about the Predator Absolutes, there we go, was this idea of having removable insole. So on the bottom, there was this idea of having a removable insole, and one of them was heavy and one of them was light. So one of them had this, I have the light ones in there now, but you got an extra set of insoles. You can see that they're destroyed. I have a hole in them because I did use these. You had this metal plate in the forefoot right there, and that was heavier than the other set of insoles that you got. So this was the heavy insole, more powerful. The other one was the light one, faster. You can believe whatever you want with that, but that was the marketing angle they took back in 2006. So let's get the string bag off to the side, and this will be a full review and on-feet look at the Predator Absolute. So there we go, Predator Absolute from 2006. Now I did have a couple pairs of these. They were one of my favorite Predators, and they still are to this day. I think they did a great job. I love the design of this one, and it was a really cool boot. One of the most popular Predators, actually, I think, in retrospect. So this dropped in 06 with the World Cup in Germany. Is that the one in Germany? Yeah, it's the one in Germany. You did get the traditional elements of a Predator, leather forefoot, rubber elements on the inside right here, external heel counter, split sole plate design. These were all things that were constant with Predators for like the last 5, 6, 7 years. So Predator Absolute here, fold over leather tongue, all made from K leather, and then of course you had the 3 stripes on the lateral side right there, and this was common back then too, this X traction stud pattern that they had. This was 4 blades in the heel, 4 along the lateral side, 3 along the medial side, 2 pivots in the middle, and that was the stud pattern for many, many years, and it was pretty good. But now that we have new ones, this was not nearly as grippy or provided you with nearly as much traction as the new speed frame sole plates, in my opinion. So like I said before, full kangaroo leather upper. It's really worn on this pair, obviously. You had the rubber inserts right here on the medial side, external heel counter, that was good. And again, I've covered over almost all the elements. All I can say was, for whatever reason, I really liked the design of this boot. I think it looked really, really good on feet. In this colorway particularly, was one of my favorites. That's why I kept it. And it performed really well as well. The leather was nice and soft and plush and had a very, very high quality to it. I think they used a good amount of leather, and they used the synthetic elements in the areas that you didn't really notice, put it that way. Again, the stud pattern, not my favorite. It didn't have nearly as much traction as what we get today. You can see that my studs are actually almost gone. They're really, really worn out. And it was a great boot overall, but you know, we do get better boots nowadays. It was relatively heavy, but not as heavy as previous Predators, and it was just one of my all-time favorites. So that is the Predator Absolutes from 2006 in the royal blue and white colorway. I'm gonna slip them on so you can see what these things actually look like on feet 14 years later, and we'll move on to the on feet section. So slipping these Predator Absolutes on feet, they feel like an older Predator. These are just a half size small because I wore these back in 2006. so it was almost perfect in terms of sizing, but you could go true to size in these and they did fit really, really well. The leather is nice and soft, given that I've worn them for so many years. I haven't pulled these out in a long time, which is why I think a retro review is such a cool idea now. They do feel good on feet even to this day. Again, the stud pattern is something that I would complain about now just because I'm such a big fan of the current stud patterns. They offer a ton more traction. I like the shape of the studs better than these bladed studs. But other than the sole plate, there's not much that I would complain about with the Predator Absolute, even in 2020. So it just goes to show how good a boot it was back in 2006. External heel counter, I like that. I like the cut of the heel. Classic fold over tongue, kangaroo leather. It did feel good. The laces were fine. The off-center lacing system, that was fine. That worked really, really well. Tongue was good. The elastic band is a little overstretched now, but there's, that's not that big of a deal. The leather is good, and I really can't complain too much about this football boot. It doesn't feel overly heavy, even though it is heavier than what you get in 2020. So again, the only complaint I have in 2020 is the stud pattern, and that is something that has come to evolve over the last decade or so. So the Predator Absolute, fantastic boot. I would still recommend it if you could find a pair new and you're interested in these retro boots. Check out the Predator Absolute, and if Adidas were ever to drop a Predator Absolute, much like they're doing with the Manias right now, I think these would be a hit, an absolute hit from Adidas. Let's send it back to the desk and wrap the video up. So guys, there you have it, my retro review of the Adidas Predator Absolute from 2006 in the royal blue and white colorway. Love the boot, still to this day one of my favorite Predators. The only thing I could complain about was the sole plate, but overall, great looking boot, fantastic Predator, and one of the legendary Predators in my opinion. So please let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Check out bonfire.com. Let me know what you think about this t-shirt idea. I need your support to help get these out there. Smash the like button, do whatever it is you gotta do, and I'll see you guys in the next video. This is Mike McIntyre, all things sports, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take care. Peace.